to ensure that we have an efficient judicial system and an effective one in the Gambia, which we have had definitely over the years. Most people don't know that there is a Judicial Service Commission behind it all. Most of the time they see the judges. They are the people they see. The people behind the scenes are hardly seen. Maybe the Chief Justice once in a while would be seen, but they hardly see the Judicial Secretary or the members of the Judicial Service Commission. So it's good that we bring it to light as well. And so that there are people behind the scenes that make it happen, that are guiding the process, that are helping to guide the judges themselves, to set the rules, as it were, to ensure the effective administration of justice in the Gambia. It's a very noble duty and a responsibility. But like previous speakers have said, knowing the three gentlemen that I know, they can deliver the goods as required by His Excellency the President, by the Chief Justice and the Gambian people, and the judges themselves that you are supposed to help in that process. Because you usually set the terms and conditions of their duties, as it were, as judges or judicial officers. In fact, it's not only judges, there are others. So we want to first of all thank the Chief Justice. Really, under his leadership, a lot has been achieved by the judiciary of the Gambia. And we want to thank the Judicial Service Commission, both past and present, and I know these new members of this commission would do the same, would pick up from where their predecessors have left off. We want to pray for you, because as we always say, you need divine guidance in whatever you do. It's not an easy job. But like I said, you can deliver, because I have lawyers here who are seasoned. I have a legislator here, somebody who was in the legislature before, who is seasoned. These are all to do with law. They are all related to law. What I can assure you is that as a government, especially His Excellency the President, and my colleague here in the Office of the President itself, would give you all the support. The President does not give a difficult responsibility without supporting you. He has confidence in you, and therefore he would not leave you alone. That is the judiciary as a whole, under the leadership of the Chief Justice. Because the President has always said, he said, without an effective judicial system, perhaps it might lead us to anarchy. That's what the Chief Justice was trying to say by saying that, look, let's not condemn everything that is law. Because law is there to ensure that society operates in the best form possible, so that we don't harm each other, as it were. Because when we know the law is there, as a guide, as a deterrent, I think it's critical. People would take that into their minds and realize that indeed the law is there to help them, at the same time to ensure that justice is done at all times, but also to ensure that it's a deterrent as well for some of those who would want to break the laws at some point or the other. In other words, we want to have a peaceful society. That's what the President always says. That's why we have the judiciary. It's not an easy job. But we commend the lawyers of this country, both the lower and the higher courts. They've done a good job. And as I said, we commend the Judicial Service Commission for leading them, for guiding them in that process under the leadership of the Chief Justice. I can assure you, not just the President's office, but in the other arms of government will give you the same support. Because you need support everywhere. The judges need support, and you are usually at the top of it, because you are the Service Commission. I can tell you law enforcement would support you. My colleague has surely given his support, because you need that as well. The judges need that for them to operate effectively and efficiently. I don't have much to say, because you see, once the judiciary is doing its job to the best of their ability, definitely we have very little to say other than to thank the Chief Justice, because under his leadership a lot has happened. Today, yes, we may have cases pending, but they are not as many as they were in the past. There has been the judicious administration of justice in this country. We have very few cases really that have still not been addressed, because I think the backlog has gone down because of the Saturday sittings you used to have and many others. And today, the judiciary has licked the doorsteps of every Gambian. Today, we used to have only judges around Banjul. But today, there are judges everywhere, not just traveling magistrates, I think resident ones too. Well, my friend comes from a region which still doesn't have one, so we are going to challenge him. the CRR, I think. Yes. But I'm sure eventually they would, because it's a big region too. And yet they have a lot of seasoned lawyers who were born there, around there. But unfortunately, they have none. But they will. They still have a traveling one, but they'll have a resident one, inshallah. I think also in Farafenya and many other areas. But we want to commend the Chief Justice for a job well done. Just to once again assure you that His Excellency the President would surely give you all the support at all times, and the rest of government would do the same, and any genuine Gambian. So congratulations to Mr. Samba as well as Jiba Kausu and of course Badu. We want to commend you and just be rest assured of our support at all times. Congratulations.
اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما خلق الخاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق والهادي الى صراطك المستقيم وعلى اله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما خلق الخاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق والهادي الى صراطك المستقيم وعلى اله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. مولاي صل وسلم دائما ابدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. مولاي صل وسلم دائما ابدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. مولاي صل وسلم دائما ابدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. مولاي صل وسلم دائما ابدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. مولاي صل وسلم دائما ابدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. مولاي صل وسلم دائما ابدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. أمن تذاكر جيران بسلامي ما زلت دمعا جرى من مهلة بدمي. مولاي صل وسلم دائما ابدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. أم هبت الريح من تلقاء كاظمات وأومد البرق في سماء من إدمي. مولاي صل وسلم دائما ابدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. فما لعينك إن كنت تخفى هماتا وما لقلبك إن كنت سفك يهمي. مولاي صل وسلم دائما ابدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. أيحسب أن حب منكتم ما بين منسجم من هو مدهم. مولاي صل وسلم دائما ابدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. لولا الهوى لم